Yesterday is yesterday, and what happened in your past, yes, a bit of fragments have caught up with you in your future, but what happened in your past doesn't necessarily need to dictate your entire future going forward. You know, the marks you got in school does not determine who you are today. It just means that you were bad at those subjects or you weren't interested in that. That relationship that you had that didn't work out and that person said something doesn't need to be your reality going forward. And in every relationship, that man or that woman that cheated you, that beat you, doesn't have to be you going forward and dating the same person in different people all the time. What I want to say to you is that happened, and I want to tell you this message. It's time for you to seriously put the past behind. Now, I know that it's very easy to say that, and it's easier said than done, but it's something that you can start with. So there's little things that happened, and they're still happening today, and they shouldn't happen, and they can't happen anymore. And you need to realize that that is the old you. That is what you used to do. That is who you were, but that's not who you are today. And if you are happy with the results of what you are today, then great. But if you're not happy, and this is something that has been bugging you for many, many years, then I think it's time, friend. I think it's time for you to realize, you know what? It's time for change. And that change is only going to come from you thinking differently, from you speaking differently, and from you realizing and acknowledging this. So what I want to say to you is a lot of people back in their childhood had horrible friends, horrible teachers, horrible parents, horrible siblings. And they've taken that, the things that were said about them and the circumstances, and they've never quite gotten over it, never dealt with it. And today, basically, you've got a big human being, and a grown man or woman, and they're still a little child that is hurting, or they still believe that they're not good enough, or they're not worthy, and they will never have that house, they will never have that car, or that dream job, or that person that they can marry, or those children. And I just want to tell you, let that stop today. When you were a kid, God Almighty put inside of you visions and dreams, and you still get little bits and pieces of it. So I just want to tell you, when I was in school, I couldn't survive in the school system. There was something about school that it didn't sit right with me. Everybody else was passing, everybody else was doing real good, but I was struggling, and the teachers didn't know what to do with me, so they just put me in the corner, they punished me, and I rebelled. And I just started sitting in classroom, disrupting the class. I started making paper airplanes. I was thrown from one school to the other, kicked out of here, kicked out of there, go to this private school. This private school couldn't deal with me, so they medicated me. They put me with psychologists, psychiatrists. They did assessments. And then they kept coming back to my mom, and they kept saying, listen, it's very strange, but your kid is a genius. You need to find out where can you get someone to help him, because he's a genius, he's creative. And the sad thing is, I didn't know this since a young child until my 30s, that I was actually a creative genius in many different fields, but the school system never picked it up. Until today, the school system is so rigged. So many people grow up and they don't know who they are. They think that if you got 30% or 40% average in school, then that's got to be your life. No, what happened in your past does not need to determine what's going to always be a result of your future. You need to become the person. So what does this mean? You need to start taking on new mindsets, new habits, new people. You need to start watching motivational videos, and you need to stop watching crap on Netflix and crap that Hollywood puts out there. You need to stop listening to music that is destructive, and you need to listen to calm classical music and get yourself in the mindset of writing your goals, writing your visions and dreams. You need to stop hanging out with people who gossip and talk nonsense, who just want to take drugs and drink and have sex with random people. And you need to start hanging out with people who are going places in life, because who you hang out with, who you associate with, that is who you will become. And you're going to adopt their habits and their mindset. So if you don't like your life, look at the people in your life. There's certain people that you need to listen to in your life that have been telling you, hey, you need to stop doing this and you need to start doing that. But then there's also some people in your life that you need to stop listening to, where they keep saying you cannot do this and you cannot do that. So I just want to tell you, get over the people, the situations, and the things that happen in your past, and start small. Start small. Wake up every morning. Make up your bed. Say something positive. Be nice to people. Start to pray. Start to fast if you can. Cut out distractions and focus on things that are going to build you up. Build your brain, build your mind, build your body, build your heart. Do good, say good things, be nice. Cut certain people, add certain people. Guys, it's time for you to stop feeling sorry for yourself, and it's time for you to go and be a leader in whatever you were called to do. That's my message, sir, and I really hope that you will be encouraged, and I really hope that you are going to do something about your life. You know, a genius is just doing things. A genius or a multi-billionaire or a game changer is just using his time differently. He's just using his resources differently. And that's what you need to do. You just need to follow the people that are making it happen and become like them. And that's the message I have for you. Become the person. Remember that. Become the person. Those things that you dream about, those things that you see, that you like, that's who you are. So go become that person. God bless you guys. Ciao.